I get regularly asked questions that go something like this. Wayne, you've met some of the world's best coaches, some of the world's best athletes, and worked with some of the world's best sporting teams and corporate brains. If you had to identify one thing, just one thing, which you believe was the secret to success, what would it be? Can you identify one factor that you see common across the great performers, the great artists, the great coaches, the great corporate leaders, the great athletes that you see around the world? And the answer is, yes, I do. And the second part of the answer is, and so do you. We've all had the talk, what I call the talk. So you might have been a 12-year-old football player, and your father or your mother or your coach or your teacher said, listen, Timmy, if you train hard, if you dedicate yourself completely to realizing the full extent of your potential, if you're uncompromisingly committed to being the best you can be, you can do anything. We've all had that talk. You might have had that talk at school. You might have been a 15-year-old history student, and your history teacher said, Susie, you've really got a lot of talent in the area of history. And if you commit yourself and study hard, if you give everything you have to studying history, if you're uncompromising about your commitment to learning and understanding history and developing an extensive knowledge base of history, you could be an outstanding historian. And we've all had the talk at work, in sport, in school. We've all had a talk like that from someone we admire, respect, someone who cared about us, someone who wanted us to realize our potential and be all we could be. The problem is we don't act on it. My father, who I loved very dearly and who's no longer with us, would often say, knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. And I think it's a great phrase because so many people, so many coaches, teachers, parents, and athletes, they already know the secret to success. It isn't buying a secret series or going to a weekend workshop. You already know it. That's not the problem. The knowledge is not we know what it takes to be successful. Commitment, dedication, never giving up, believing in yourself. Any one of a number of great motivational speakers and talented people have told you that over and over again. The difference is you don't act. The difference is we don't grab those things we know are inherent to being successful in whatever area of life we want to be successful and put it into practice. So my challenge for you is this. From this moment, pick one thing in your life. Pick one aspect of your coaching or one aspect of your performance as an athlete that you will be completely committed and dedicated to. It could be as an athlete being completely committed to your recovery program. Every day getting plenty of sleep. Always rehydrating, refueling appropriately. Always stretching, doing self-massage, and taking care of your body after you train. It could be as a coach being totally committed to time management so that you'll never be late. You'll always be early. You'll always be the first one there. You'll always be prepared. Adopt that secret to success mentality just to one aspect of your life. And you'll see a funny thing will happen. There's a great phrase that I love which says, the way you do anything is the way you'll do everything. If you commit to changing just one aspect of your life, one aspect of your coaching, one aspect of your performance, very soon that will spread like a virus. You'll find that other parts of your coaching, other parts of your athletic performance and preparation will also become successful. But it all takes that one aspect of commitment, committing to one part of what you do to get started. There's a great old Chinese expression which says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Take the first step.